Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Just can't get enough. Just
push me to the max.
Organize
All right, everyone, welcome on in.
We have a good match for us today. I think this one is if I have to make prediction, I would favor Bites, but honestly this one is definitely up in the air.
Yeah, I'd definitely say, I mean, Bytes already has a win under his belt, but Supersonic is yet to play, so we're going to get to see Supersonic for the first time here, which is going to be exciting.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting. Sonic has been practicing a decent amount, I believe. I see him doing practice matches here and there. So that will
Sonic was warming up today, so that'll be nice to...
yeah.
I don't know if
Bites going with
Ghostface.
fuck, I forget this guy's name. Scream? Is this Scream?
Ghostface from Scream.
Ghostface from Scream. Okay, I got the movie right.
All right, it looks like everybody's getting started here, so we can start to talk about the card. Refilled in the middle, kind of a play.
In the middle, yes. That is definitely the thing that jumps out most about this board.
We were talking about it a little bit before Cobb started, but Versum and Matan are looking pretty nice here.
Yeah, I definitely think Pyramid is very strong too. 3 really fast collectibles, 2 other ones that aren't that bad if you could execute them correctly. Yeah, Brink also has a really fast one. We weren't really talking about that earlier before stream started, but
Bus on Canal right there.
Yeah, then Rave Winter on near entrance. Those are 2 like pretty much instant ones that you could get. You can even just do those and then like taxi straight out of there if you want to.
Yeah, and it looks like Bites is going to be swapping to Skates, so we might see some play off that.
Yeah, Skates makes sense because of the Refuse and Brink, the Eclipse Tower slide glass. I don't believe I see any other.
To people in the corner there.
Oh yeah, the people circle. So yeah, there's 2 slide glasses that. So you definitely want to be on Skates here. Let's see what else. Let's look at Maul. Maul's like okay. Actually, Maul's pretty good. 2 things in the first room is like pretty good for Maul. So pretty much every area is like reasonably fast, except for maybe Versin, but Versin has Redfield. So every area kind of having some weight to it here. Very curious. I assume both people are going to go square here. And that is indeed what we are seeing. Both choosing to do the 8 spray. I'm actually so curious on the timing for that 8 spray, whether or not that's worth it.
I feel like it is just because of the boost saving mod. So like you get that boost immediately as opposed to just like doing tricks to get out.
Yeah, it's very
immediately skate or die. All right.
Skate or die, yeah. Bites is pink. Okay, has a.
I can't believe we didn't see that or talk about it, but yeah, that's instant. So Bites probably on the board.
Looks like Bites is going for the other score one as well. He has gotten it, so that's a pretty decent advantage because Sonic was racing for those.
Bites going. Let's see. Where's Bites going to go from here?
I would assume Pyramid, and I think both players kind of have that read.
Pyramid, which is surprising.
I definitely do. Sonic getting an invisible piece of geometry there. That is unfortunate. Really? So he's going to be like late to Pyramid by a little bit. Pyramid makes a lot of sense to me because it's close to that other square collectible, and it's also just these 3 points are just so fast. These the double 68 above the half pipe challenge, final autumn above entrance gate, and then triple X smoking hole near SB2. These are literally all like right next to each other.
They are taking different paths in Pyramid, so we are going to see maybe not entire overlap here, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm a little interested about Sonic's route here. I don't think it's faster than just taking the teleporter.
Depends on what he's going for. If they're both going for the same thing, it looks like it's relatively the same.
Well, Bites chose to go for the quarter pipe collectible first.
Ooh, Supersonic sniping 2 here.
Yeah, Bites choosing to do the windmill islands. You can say hi check here. It was definitely very risky because that's one where like if you fail it, it's like not very recoverable. Because I believe you lose your death warp during the respawn animation because you're just on the ground for so long. I might be wrong about that, but I think that's how it works. So if you actually fall in the water in the trigger that forces that respawn, it's you have to go through the pipe like Bites is doing here. So maybe some misprioritization there. Um, not going for Vinyl
Sonic
Autumn
and
first.
Taxi out.
I definitely like Taxi now here. Just get the
Okay.
hideout collectible and then pivot to like anywhere.
Locking the Taxi first. I guess setting Spawn there? Now trying to go for You Can Say Hi, trying to snipe that from Bites, maybe?
That
Oh,
was
no,
sick.
going for Autumn.
But yeah, going for Rise Autumn. Bites is just leaving. The trigger on that boat is so weird.
So deep in.
Yeah, it's like in a very specific spot. Like you can't overshoot, you can't undershoot it. It's not a huge trigger at all. So I'm curious. Like I mean, like Brink would be a good play here. Matana, I definitely do not hate. Retvild would make a lot of sense to do here. Maul would even make like literally every area is strong. So I'm curious to see where Bice is going. Bice is
Going to
choosing to go
Maul.
Maul.
All right.
I would definitely, if I was in Bice's shoes, I would just grab these 2 first room ones and then immediately leave to go Brink. We'll see if he commits to Raver Funk, the theater billboards square. Personally, I would do what he's doing right now and just grab this, grab Web Spitter in the cubby, and then just dip.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize Stack Symbols was there, but fair enough. Grabbing that late.
Yeah, that's
A lot of
I swear that's the most common hideout collectible to show up on boards for whatever reason. So grabbing that now is definitely a good play.
Yeah, Supersonic's going to Matan. So we are going to see a bit of variance here, not some complete overlap.
Yeah, I think both players are kind of making the strongest play here. Matan is very juicy, and the Maul and Brink combo is also very juicy. Bites is choosing to go for the theater billboards with the zip here, which is ambitious, and I respect it, but it might be just too slow here. Like you might want to just go get the Brink collectibles, and like it's gonna at some point I feel like it's gonna be a race for Retvild when both players are kind of done doing their respective thing.
It's hard to see it mid-game, but Bites may not have recognized that Supersonics and Matan. Like, they might not see where each other are, because it's kind of hard to see that in-game itself. Like,
yeah,
as a
if you don't
commentator, it's
have
easy
your...
to see, like, oh, we've got both perspectives, but, like, as a player, it is very hard to see where the other person is immediately.
Yeah, it's like just being having the board in your peripheral vision, depending on like how you set it up with a laptop or whatever, it could be very easy to just miss like when your opponent marks a square. But in my opinion, I like that play from Bites. I think he spent a little too much time in Maul. I would have loved him to see him just grab those 2 collectibles, immediately leave, immediately go Brink like he's doing now. So probably like maybe a minute wasted from Bites there and like all together.
Doesn't seem like the end of the world though, because Supersonic had a little bit of trouble hitting up dog to get in the pocket. So
yeah, that
not
evening
seeing
out
that
a little bit.
right now from Supersonic. I don't think I've seen him spray a single thing, so I don't know if we're gonna see that 184 in Matan.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, because that's just not a priority right now. It's just so slow, and at some point this is going to be a race for Retvild.
Looks like going for hip hop mixtape and then probably backing out of Matan. The question is where. Probably, I'd say the play is Versum if you see Bites in Brink.
No, yeah, for sure.
Question is, did Supersonic see it and register? All right, there's enough in Brink that Bites can stay there for a minute, so we just have to see and hope. Bites grabbing another one. Eclipse Tower slide glass.
I need a nice escalator to pick that one up. And now I expect him just to get the Brink, the bus on Canal, and then just taxi right out and go to Retfield from the out of bounds jump in Versum.
Yeah, because Supersonic's still in Matan.
Yeah, but he is really close to the taxi too, so I think Sonic will have a slight edge here. It's honestly going to come down to who hits the out of bounds jump in Versum first try. I think. Or
well,
Bites actually choose
Bites
to
is
sprays.
spraying.
I don't hate this. If he knows he's gonna lose the Retfield race, he might have that read on the board. He's like just judging from the tempo. Just not even trying to contest it, just being like, okay, Brink reps pretty fast, I could do that, and then grab some other stuff. I definitely don't think it was the most optimal plan like from the start, but
Ooh, and the out of bounds from Supersonic. All right, let's see.
he did not get it
Missed the
first
first
try.
one.
So if Bites did choose to go for that and hit it first try, he would probably have been able to grab that.
Quitting at the play there. I'm not as familiar with the out of bounds.
It is. I think Ninja said it takes 11 seconds to fall, and then you're put back at the bottom of the street.
And you have never mind. You're right. You have boost in this too, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Sonic choosing not to do it again, and I think
a nasty Milky Way though.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. I think that was max speed or close to it. Okay, so Bytes choosing now to go to Versum, so this could get very interesting.
Supersonic not going for the out of bounds, but just getting up there. So
yeah,
now
that was
might
actually
just
not
see a
that
race
slow.
to the boss fight. Yeah, that was really quick because Supersonic kept that speed the whole way through.
That okay, so I think Bytes does have the correct read that Sonic hasn't marked anything for a while. The obvious thing is he's doing that build. So I think Bytes is gonna try and snipe some of the collectibles here. Is kind of what I'm assuming.
Looks like it because he's activating the first interaction with the Frank, so you might be going for Messenger Mural.
Yeah, I feel like he's just doing that just so. Okay, he's doing sprays. I was gonna say I don't love the sprays here because I feel like Sonic's gonna finish this fight up relatively soon, and then it's gonna be kind of a race for these Versum collectibles. But I didn't hate just hitting that story spray just so you don't have to double back all the way to spray it after doing, like, let's say the Bazaar above Bazaar hallway check.
He's playing with a little bit of time here because Supersonic's a little bit disconnected from everything. Like the closest thing I'd guess is really next to me.
Yeah, next to me is definitely a priority here, and I think Bytes made a mistake by not grabbing it. We'll see if he goes for it right now, but I think Sonic's is gonna swoop this from right under his nose.
I think he's going for it. No, he's not.
Oh, he thinks it's the Bazaar wall run check, or not check. I need to stop calling them checks. But I think it's the Bazaar wall run square. So I think that's a misread.
On the train.
Yeah. I don't hate this play, but
Supersonic also think it's in.
I think Supersonic also thinks. Okay, this is proof. I just want to take this time to speak to Shovel, who told me no one else would make this mistake, that it was just me who would ever misinterpret above Bazaar hallway as being actually in Bazaar. That is now 2 people live in the same bingo match.
Oh, well, Bytes got it now. So.
Who also made that read. Bytes grabbing it now.
Bytes figures it out.
That's skill issue, not my fault. I'm just saying above Bazaar
There's a couple wordings that could be like a little bit ambiguous.
Just
one in
hallway to
really needs to change it, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when I brought that up to Shovel before, it was like, no, that's just a you problem. No one else would be that dumb. And, well, I guess we're all dumb.
Bytes almost getting the clip into train, but not quite hitting it. Do we see a change here?
That was a sick bounce. That was so
nasty
sick.
Bounce. Wait, okay. No, he's just going in the natural way then. All right.
Wait, that might be the coolest thing I've seen on Bingo so far this season. The accidental bounce off a random car
into
where you wanted to go.
That's nasty.
Which is so filthy.
Sonic entering mall now, probably going for those later ones that Bytes did not collect.
Yeah, and Shine I think is also a decent check to get right here. And I think he's only one. Shine.
Yeah, there's only one bingo left on the board. Supersonic might see that and go for it. Question is, what does Bytes do to block it? Has to go for You Could Say Hi.
Yeah, You Could Say Hi makes sense after
Pyramid's kind of far away though, so unless he sees the threat, he might just go back to Brink and go for the rep like he was doing before. Especially if he sees Supersonic and Maul, sees that there's 3 things left in Maul. I don't think we're seeing a return of Matan, and I don't think we're seeing that Versum reward.
No, I think he's actually might be going for the Versum reward here. I don't hate that. I don't think it's maybe the top priority.
He's got some time to play with, and then as soon as he sees Unlock, Shine, and Maul, race to Pyramid if you've got the time.
He can, but I feel like at that point you might be doing something else. I'm not sure, honestly. Bytes, I don't believe Bytes got the taxi in Pyramid. That was Sonic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another thing to think about. I mean, obviously,
actually going to come in really handy for Supersonic to get to You Can Say Hi. Wow.
Yeah, if that comes to fruition.
Versum. Question is to where.
Brink probably would make sense because
back to Brink, getting the rep. All right.
So yeah, this is really going to come down to the wire. So this is already looking like a great game 1. hopefully a sign of what's to come in this series. Hopefully we get our first game, or not our first game 3. Actually, I forgot Ness and Helix went game 3.
All right, finishing up Shine. Probably gonna grab Theater Billboards while he's here. There's no reason not to for Supersonic. It's a little bit out of the way, but I don't think he thinks Bytes is gonna be here after already being in Mall once.
Yeah, I think both players kind of understand what each other are doing, or at the very least, Bytes knows what Sonic's doing.
Bytes
Especially now with the
going back into Mall.
Maybe he thought
right.
he could snipe that collectible. We'll see if he still commits to it after seeing that get marked.
Yeah, might not after seeing it.
Okay, I didn't actually know this was a
Nasty out of bounds
strategy.
from Supersonic.
Yeah, I didn't know about this.
I knew that was out of bounds, and then you can get back in by clipping through the doors or that wall, I guess. Oh, it was clipped back in through the bathroom. Going for another zip. Wow, Supersonic just with that Mall knowledge.
Yeah, that's very, very optimal theater back to main room movement. That's definitely, I'm writing that down.
Bytes, ooh, Bytes is going for Shine. Not gonna get it because Supersonic just has already some progress on Shine.
Yeah, and I don't see any reason.
Misplay. I don't see this ending well for Bytes, unfortunately.
Yeah, this might be game because I don't see any reason for Sonic to just bail on this. And Shine is such a time commitment, and it's just yeah.
Yeah, and Bytes is staying with it. All right, this might be game unless Bytes can somehow pivot out after seeing Supersonic get Shine.
Sonic will be at 13 after getting Shine. Bytes will have to do
probably you can say hi because
yeah, you need to get so you can say hi just to block the bingo because that's just an auto lose. This is the last Shine check, I believe. So this will be Shine.
Supersonic's getting Shine here now.
And then it'll probably be...
The question is, well, Bytes is close to the exit, so Bytes could just pivot out upon seeing the switch just happened.
Yeah, I would imagine Bytes races to Pyramid right away.
Yeah, immediately. Okay.
You just have to block the bingo, and then Sonic could use this opportunity to, I mean, probably the safest...
Supersonic blocked the bingo. Wait, never mind. There is no bingo on the board. I got my colors backwards.
Oh, I got my colors backwards. Okay, well,
great colors.
Pro commentators.
Let's go.
I mean, I still think Pyramid's the play just because that's the fastest collectible left on the board. But Bytes is actually choosing to go for Brink Rep, which will work out because
it's
not only has he pre-sprayed.
Supersonic has to get 2 points here. At being at 13, you can say High's only going to be 1, which forces Supersonic into either Rep Baton or Fish Gap.
That's true, actually.
Wait,
yeah.
Supersonic's go. Oh my God, Supersonic's going for the win with the Baton Rep. Added disadvantage. Wow. Okay, this is going to be much closer than we thought.
It's if for Sonic to guarantee a win here, what he would do is he would half spray one of these rep squares, and then go do the other one, assuming Bytes is doing one right now. If Sonic fully commits to finishing Brink, then that would be a pretty crucial mistake, because then it will just be a race for Baton Rep, and whoever gets the Baton Rep will probably be winning.
Bytes' last mark was Versum, and it was almost 4 minutes ago at this point.
That is true, so Sonic could be thinking, oh, he's doing Baton Rep, I could go do Brink Rep. But because Sonic's not going to really expect that Bytes try to contest him in Mall.
Yeah, especially because there was nothing marked. There's no way of knowing. Very good point.
Sonic could just block the collectibles, but I feel like Fish Gap isn't a very good... I feel like Brink Rep takes about as long as Fish Gap, maybe slightly longer.
Fish Gap's just like hard to get to, at least to start, and then on top of that,
hard
you
to
also
pivot out of
you
too.
can say hi. It's just very far out of the way, and then as soon as you get one of them, Bytes can just try and go block the other. So it just comes down to like an execution thing. So if Supersonic isn't comfortable with that, just try and get the rep and just immediately get that victory.
Yeah, I definitely... The safest play by far for Sonic here would be... This is like any situation where there's 2 squares left on the board. You need to get... Your opponent needs to get both. You only need one. What you do, and shout outs Shovel Claws for teaching me this, is you do half of one, and then you leave and go do the other. And then if you get sniped to your second one, you just go back and finish the one you did halfway, and you're automatically going to win that race because you're halfway done, your opponent's not. Or your opponent gets the one you did halfway, in which case now you have a head start on the second one. So it's just it's a win-win scenario no matter what. And with this board, even though it's not the last two squares, both those rep squares are kind of like the same scenario. So the most optimal play would be you do half of one, and then you leave and go do the other, and then you just see which one your opponent ends up doing.
They are closing the gap, though.
Yeah, definitely catching up on the rep here.
BRC is taking a zip down to docks. Probably going to get a big pocket of rep here, where unless Supersonic hits a very fast zip into docks, might take the lead here.
I mean, yeah, around here, 90, 100, this is definitely the point where I would leave if I was Sonic, but I don't know if Sonic's thinking that. I think Sonic's just trying to get it.
Our braces are really cool, and they're completely different route-wise right now.
Yeah, it's
Supersonic hasn't touched docks yet, and I don't think there's enough here for BRC to finish. So this is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, that's always an awkward moment when you're doing a rep route and your area that you kind of like zip into doesn't have enough to like close it out. Like that's happened to me once where I've gone to verse him and I ended at the train graveyard, but I was too short, so I have to like do the zip of shame to get back out and then like find one. So we'll see what is the case here. I think there's enough for Sonic here to finish in docks, I believe.
At 110 right now, has anything been sprayed yet? It'll be close.
BRC did keep a death warp, which was huge.
BRC is at 130.
BRC only needs 12 really with the death warp. Going for this 4. There's another 4 close to this, but it's not the fastest. He is going to go for that other 4, but I feel like, what do you grab after this? You need another...
Yeah, Sin pointing out you could talk to Mesh. Get the 8 there. Mesh was probably the play. Because now there's a missing 4, unless BRC just knows something that I can't think of. Oh, wait, yeah, right there.
I think Sonic wins this. Or is that the last 4?
No, that's BRC.
Oh, that's the last 4. Okay, so there's 2 4s over there. I thought there was
I forgot there was the 4 in the back.
Yeah, I didn't know about that one either. So
this just became a very interesting game, because now...
Wow, Sonic was 2 away. That is
so
off. Rough.
That's so tough. That is
so rough.
You can't be mad at it though. That was really close, and coming from behind like that, and only
Sonic was
incredible. That was a great play by a great almost comeback by Supersonic.
Yeah, he was at such a disadvantage. He was like 20 rep down on the pre-spray and was like 20 seconds behind even getting in there. So all in all, like a minute disadvantage.
They're leaving at the same time too, because BRC barely gets that zip in time to match Supersonic. BRC is going into Maul.
This is, I'm afraid this is the game losing play from BRC, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, the question is where does Supersonic go? Because if Supersonic goes to Pyramid, this becomes just a Matan rep race. I mean, it's going to take us. The question is how fast can Supersonic get You Can Say Hi? Because if Supersonic can get You Can Say Hi, then we realistically see we see a Matan rep race again, which would be very cool to see. And 2 rep races in a singular bingo.
Yeah, that'd be very hype.
Question is just how fast can both of these competitors get their collectibles? Because they're both kind of slow. I mean, You Can Say Hi is fast, but it's very high execution.
Yeah, if Sonic has a lot of trouble hitting this, but Fish Cap is just so slow. Like Sonic would really have to struggle, like 3 or 4 times missing this. Wait, can you just make this? Okay, well he hit it first try. So
there's You Can Say Hi.
So I didn't know you could do that. You could do a jump off that, and you don't even have to get to like that platform in the middle. That's actually crazy. I should practice that.
Sonic realizes he goes Pyramid because he realizes if he can win off collectibles alone. That's true, but at the same time, you assume that BRC is also going to go for the other collectible.
I mean, the
BRC is going to beat him to
definitely. I would assume BRC would go to the Matan rep if I was in Sonic's shoes here. So if that's Sonic's read, and Sonic's like, okay, I'm gonna be behind on the Matan rep, I'm gonna do both collectibles, then like if Sonic goes to Maul right now, BRC is actually in a great spot to win this.
We wanted to win the collectibles. Sonic has to Maul after Brink. I mean, like, it's just tough because Supersonic was 2 away, so like the obvious play is to go to Matan and do the rep, which BRC could very easily see. It's just wild also that they both went for the collectibles. Like they both just went for one to block each other.
Yeah, they weren't thinking at all in terms of like the rep play that I was talking about earlier. They were both having completely different like thought processes here. Which the fact that they both kind of had the same like line of thought on how this map is gonna, or not, sorry, not map. I know Shovel gets triggered when I say map instead of game, but yeah, it's very interesting end to this match or this game. I don't even know what word to use anymore.
Yeah, now Supersonic recognizing that Matan locks Bytes out of the game, so it just kind of has to do it. Sonic wins this unless Bytes just pulls something crazy out and manages to like do this and then just beat Supersonic to the Matan rep. It really comes down to how well Supersonic knows Matan, I guess. Bytes at the same time.
Yeah, it will.
Bytes just a rep dude, parentheses cheat. So true.
I mean, is there even a good rep dupe in Matan? I don't
Not that I know of, but it's crazy that this is gonna come down to the last square. Really nice to see in game one. Like, I don't know if they're all gonna be as close, but just getting one match this close is just crazy and really cool to see.
For sure. But yeah, I think Sonic, seeing that mall collectibles grabbed, is gonna feel very confident that he's got this in the bag.
Yeah, because now Bytes still has to get to Matan and then is down 50 rep immediately.
Yeah, this is a way bigger deficit than Sonic was in during the Brink race. So this would be a crazy clutch if Bytes could pull this off. But I'm definitely not counting on it.
I'm not gonna count him out, but I would say this is definitely in Supersonic's favor right now.
Oh yeah,
because I don't know how well Supersonic. I don't really know how well either of these two know Matan. Like, it looks like Supersonic's just kind of going around looking for anything that he missed.
That is true. If Bytes knows
area,
like somewhat how he wants to play this, and Sonic's like kind of more or less casually going around, then it is possible. I know
nasty jump to get where Supersonic just was.
Yeah, that was way back when I ran Matan any percent as a meme category for a little bit. That was part of the route that me and Ninja cooked up, I believe. I forget who had the idea, probably Ninja. I'm not even gonna, I shouldn't even like pretend that I might have been the one to come up with that. It was almost certainly Ninja. Shout out Ninja Cookie, the BRC GOAT, and Encyclopedia.
Bytes seems to be knowing the route, like Shovel Claws is pointing out. Bytes
yeah, this is
nonstop getting reps. So the question is, will Supersonic's lead carry him enough?
Bytes seems to be trying to jog his memory.
Taking a second here. Oh, okay. Bytes is going for something crazy up there.
Okay, I was gonna mention this. Special mention in the chat. There's a hole there. I know that Special and Ninja together cooked up like a pretty good Matan rep route. I haven't actually looked at it, so it looks like Bytes did look at it, but maybe he hasn't practiced it necessarily, so doesn't like specifically remember all the little details.
Supersonic getting into another rep area where he does not have sprays, so we're gonna see him cross 100. Still about a gap of 40, which is roughly where this started. I think it was more like 50, but
yeah, it was 50. So the gap has
close.
closed, but that's more or less just because the first area is like huge pocket, and then once you clean that out, then it like you have to go somewhere else. So that's gonna take a little bit. This will be where Bytes decides to go with this. Will be very interesting. Does he go the elephants endgame area, or does he just cross the gap like Sonic did?
Sonic also did just do a death warp back to the Updog billboard, and now Bytes is going to the same area, so we're probably going to see the same route here, which just means that the lead will stay about where it is, assuming the execution is the same from both players.
Bytes choosing not to go for the sprays Sonic's currently going for. There's quite a few sprays on this little like vent climbing section, I guess, for lack of a better way to describe it.
Bytes voiding out. Was it by choice?
I would assume so. And now he's going to go to the main strip. Uh-oh.
Nasty
get
up
in
dog.
bounds? That's the question.
Ooh. It's an invisible barrier. Can he get back in? No, it does not look like it. I have to give it another shot. Looks like Supersonic's lead. Yeah, Supersonic's lead is about where it was when BRC entered. So we're at 130 to 82. Red light district for BRC cannot get back in bounds to get that that 8, that XL. So we're gonna have to see that one later.
I was gonna say I don't know if I don't know if Sonic's kept his death warp, so he might have to take the slow way out, which could lose him a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't think he has kept the death warp. Just
Yeah,
by looking
definitely not.
Like, right here, yeah, definitely loses it here. Okay.
So
question is, can he? I don't think there's 50 over here, so I don't. He might have to back out and lose some time. Question is,
he's leaving here, but the question is, how slow is this? I mean, if there's ever an opportunity for BRC to catch up, it'd be here. Only down to 32 rep of a gap now. Well, about to be 38 with that 6. Sonic gonna have to retake the elevator here. So I don't know. This
yeah, that's not good.
This is
the strat to just like take the void out and take whatever warp you had up top instead of use the elevator again?
Yeah, I would have death warp there just because I'm pretty sure he had a death warp at the top of the tower, but very
tough. Gonna get a chance to make a comeback here. This is gonna be wild. Yeah, the gap is closing. 124 to 142. BRC's hitting a nasty zip there.
There is only 12 over here, and like I don't know where he goes after this.
He could go over where Supersonic went, like go back after up dog and just take that little pocket over there.
Yeah, he's doing it.
He knows where it is because he didn't do it. Yeah, he's death warping back.
This is okay. This is really smart because I don't think he's hit the middle island yet, which has a bunch.
I'll get this zip back again. At least a chance at it. There it is.
Okay, it doesn't look like he was planning on going to the island.
Stopped.
Okay, trying to get a little fancy there, getting the zip storage and the spray. That was very ambitious.
Supersonic is using the map now. There isn't much over here. Where is Supersonic going to go to get this last 40?
I mean, he has to go to like the area, like around where BRC is right now.
BRC is having a time over there, but it looks like the gap's about to be closed.
It's
scary for Supersonic. That is impressive.
Gone back to BRC.
Good comeback by BRC and a little bit of an execution problem for Supersonic. Unfortunate, but it does happen.
Sonic getting... Well, then again, he hasn't hit red light, and red light's pretty fast, a lot of rep here.
And he's in.
BRC is going to have to find another source of rep here. I think going back through the strip would be his best bet, and I think that's what he's choosing to do. So I don't know.
Find some rep. Well, is this going to be enough to finish though for Supersonic? That's the question, and I don't know the rep.
I don't think so, but I don't think Sonic has hit the strip island. I might be wrong about that, but I think pretty much this whole main area is more or less untouched by Sonic. So Sonic will probably be able to clutch this out. Yeah, especially with this A. Assuming the mid island's not hit, then that'll be a win for Sonic. But wow, did that come down to the wire?
All he needs is a 6.
And there is one on the middle island, but you don't even need it. You can just grab the ones down here. So this will be a Sonic win, but holy cow.
What a game 1. We are still on the first game of this series, and it came down to 20-ish rep right at the end. That's incredible.
It came down to 2 rep and Brink.
What a match.
So the narrowest of margins that Sonic
crap.
Comes away with this game on. What a game. Might be bingo game of the season so far.
Wow. Oh man.
Might need a bathroom break after that one. That one went on so long.
Damn.
Let's see if both players are ready to get us straight into game 2. Sonic typing in chat. I can't breathe.
I don't blame him. That was close.
I just picture him holding his breath for the entire Maton rep. I mean, that is definitely a clincher. That is for sure. A butt clincher.
Live Edge. I know Supersonic just had an H box pop off. Again.
If there's ever a time that one would be deserved, it would be right there.
Yeah. BRC is ready to go on round 2. It looks like
Alright, it looks like both players just
looks like they're about ready.
want to get right back into it.
Sonic wants a break.
I do not blame him. Get up, stretch out a little bit, drink some water. Oh, there's an echo the whole time.
That's funny.
Oh, I just muted it. Yeah, okay, so we're good. No, it is. We need to see Spider-Man come back from BRC, I think, if he wants a chance for in this series. I really think that
characters go hard. Although I do like Supersonic's teal theming over there.
Yeah, the teal theming just goes so hard. Like, you need Spider-Man swag to counteract that.
Ghostface kind of got the drip though.
He kind of does, but it's just not enough, as we just saw in game 1.
Card is revealed on stream, so we can get to talking about it if you want.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Millennium
Death Boogie in the
Square
middle.
rep.
Let's go. Immediately, I always just look at the middle square. We got a really quick one right there with Death Boogie.
Yeah, Versum actually looking crazy
God,
here.
Versum's cracked. Bottom left to top right. Versum's got 3 in that row. If you're looking for a bingo, that would be probably it.
Bizarre Vening's not that
Pyramid.
fast. Pyramid rep's not that fast. That would definitely that might come into effect late game. But this is because I saw
Red Bulls
Tusfady. I'm glad
Pyramid
BRC
and
admitted
Lennon.
it and agree with my analysis there.
Millennium and Pyramid are the 2 reps. The question is, do we see... Is Pyramid fast enough? Because there's a Score Battle 1 reward in there.
Maton is also
Which-
extremely fast. Dedication, one of the fastest checks in the game. Teddy 4 rooftops as a first cast wall, very fast. And then end to end, the 9x blue row post. You do the out of bounds for that, also super fast. Maton, obviously our eyes went to Versum first, for good reason, but I think Maton is even juicier here.
Pyramid might low-key be the play. I think... Well, because there's...
It's
the
definitely
Pyramid
play
Island rep,
late game,
there's,
like mid
there's
late
Score
game.
Battle, there's Score Battle 1, which plays into the rep. There's
Yeah, that's very
Rise, which
true.
also gives you a little bit of rep. There's... the maze is kind of out of the way. I mean, I guess you can get some rep in there maybe, but, like, not really. There isn't much there.
Pyramid will be very relevant in the mid to late game. I do not expect either player to go for it right away. It's just too slow.
Oh, yeah, and Devil Theory. Shit, yeah, there's a lot in Pyramid.
Yeah,
Okay.
both players will be in Pyramid at the same time, kind of sniping each other to these really big payoff squares.
Mhm.
We're definitely expecting to see that. So already the board's kind of setting us up for another intense game 2.
Yeah, all the one goals are in Pyramid. The rep and both characters.
Yeah, so the players kind of
nuts.
going to be flipping coins here to see if they're sniping each other or if they kind of just split it and like, okay, I'm doing Rise, you do Devil Theory, or will they end up sniping each other?
Decent amount in square too, so you see some square play.
Cypher quarter pipe, really fast square check. Both players will probably be racing that just like they did in game 1.
Versum's kind of slow, but we're getting going here.
Okay, I expect square and a baton for both players.
I honestly see square into Pyramid because just there's so much there.
Yeah, but it's
I don't
all
even know it'll be enough to finish.
you'd be
but, like,
forfeiting
if
too
you
many
can just lock,
collectibles.
if you can lock the other person out of Pyramid, there's so much there. So if you just prove you went there immediately, and
Yeah,
just
but
can
in the
convince the other person
time-
to stay out, if you can do that, it is brutal.
Definitely, but like let's say theoretically if you rush that, in the time it would take you to do Rise and Double Theory, you could clear Matan, Versum, Brink, and then probably Maul. Like, you could clear all the collectibles from all those areas.
Yeah, the Milky Way Diff Shovel Claws. Fight's not getting the Milky Way yet, but Supersonic getting it and getting immediately into Versum. So you were right. We are going to see some Versum play here. Bites does get it, so going to be a little late, but getting there.
Yeah, I think Sonic misread the board and thought it was the Cubby on the wall run challenge. But they do end up splitting the collectibles.
Yeah, there it is.
Pretty sick zip from Sonic there.
Yeah, gonna be getting into Get Enough quickly, so Bites is... Oh, Bites is also going for it, so...
Yeah, but Bites was just slightly less good, and also just did it later. Oh, well, also he just...
No, Bites... If Bites got a faster Milky Way, it would have been a little more interesting, but unfortunately, Bites had a little bit of trouble getting Milky Way going. He's gonna immediately zoom into Square, though. Fair enough.
Which is very a good heads-up play from him.
Then.
Because I mean, if you get both these Square collectibles, it's a tie game right there, despite getting sniped on 2 or 3 things. And
grabbing the taxi, okay.
Yeah, that's always a good play, just to grab the Square taxi. Like, that's such a good pivot point for mid game, late game.
Supersonic not getting a great Milky Way there, but we are gonna see. Yeah, Bites is going for the rep goal, at least starting it now. Don't know if we're gonna see it finish.
I would be amazed if he went for it. I would consider that a mistake with this many like fast collectibles. Like, I don't think either player is really recognizing how good Matan is here. I haven't fully like.
What is Supersonic going for here?
That's a new any percent zip that like it's pretty hard to hit, at least in my opinion. But it's a way to get to like the middle square really fast, or just anywhere in square really fast.
Yeah, the question is where. All right, I guess we're taking it to Brink.
Brink is not bad. Brink's actually pretty good. I was gonna say that I haven't actually really fully like. I'm
and Bites is going to Pyramid.
Bites is going to Pyramid. So yeah, neither player really kind of recognizing the Matan value here, in my opinion. Wow, that's a 6-zip. Wow. Wow.
Oh my god, straight into hair done, nails done. That's nasty.
Skipping to that there. Was that intentional? I'm gonna say it's intentional. That was a sick play.
I would assume so. If not, it was very lucky, but it looked intentional.
I didn't even really see what he bounced off of.
Sin. Better
and then straight
Rise.
into Milky Way. Wow, this is some optimal Brink we're seeing from Sonic.
Yeah, beautiful. We are getting some Brink play here. I didn't even really see it as a threat on the card, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, I was trying to spit this out, but I kept staring. But I didn't really like fully analyze the rest of the board because we were so focused on Versum and I was focused on Matan. But Brink was really fast.
Honestly, everyone's really good for different reasons. Like, Pyramid's the long play, sure. Like, Bites is playing the long play here. But Brink is really fast. Matan has a lot of value.
Maul is definitely has 2 collectibles that chain really well together with the Mr. Taupe. I think that's how you pronounce it. The center top secret room into the center upside down rail. You could just hit one flying fish and grab both of those.
And you could do the 50 tricks reward for it too. Like, you could if you really wanted to, but that's kind of slow.
Yeah, that would be slow. That's definitely, you save that for later. You could just maybe pre-spray, but I personally wouldn't. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad play too. But definitely committing to that would be a mistake at this point in the game.
Oh, somebody saw your Matan value. Supersonic's on his way.
Okay, yeah, this is like these 3 checks you get so fast. I'm assuming just Bites and Sonic just now realized, and Bites just never really saw it.
Bites is on his way to doing Pyramid. Hasn't marked anything yet.
Okay, so
Sonic doesn't know where.
I don't know if you caught it if you were watching Bites, but Sonic didn't realize dedication was on the board, so almost jumped off the bowl layer. You can't get back. Well, you can, but it's a pretty tricky jump to get back up. So catching himself mid-air and going back onto the bowl to make sure he didn't miss that collectible.
Bites is going for the maze collectible in the score battle? Is that what I just saw over there?
That's honestly optimal, because I mean, I guess you could get sprays during this time, but
yeah, I'd be getting sprays personally because you got to get the rep.
Yeah, honestly, I forgot that the rep goal was on the board. So yeah,
it was Teddy 4.
Kind of a crazy idea though. I respect it.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of it, but unfortunately that didn't pan out. And it also, I guess, brings you back out quickly. You were to
Also,
end there.
a special minutes in chat, only 15 seconds to get the score. I think you'll be able to do it. It's so easy to get 50,000 points.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there we go.
That's enough.
Definitely close. These last 2 corners will make it not so close, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. BRC, they really did not expect much from you in these score battles. They wanted to make sure your grandma, your little sister, your little brother, everyone would be able to to beat these score battles.
Shout out to randomizer making it harder on score battles and everything like that.
Yeah, making them a bit more interesting.
Oh, bites missed. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bomb burner has been collected.
The vending machine tech is so sick. I missed it. Oh, for the 9x, for the blue arrow post. Yeah, that is a very cool tech. If anyone doesn't know that strat, you could just kind of like clip through the wall by hitting the vending machine and then navigate out of bounds. Really easy to do. There's really no like execution involved in it. You just kind of let the auto tracking lock you onto it. But yeah, very cool. And it makes that check really fast. You do have to save and quit at the end though to get out of the room. But Maton's save and quits are like really good. I haven't looked at all the triggers necessarily, but a lot of times I'll just save and quit at Maton and end up like right back at the square entrance, so I can just leave.
And it looks like that's what Supersonic did and is now going into square, getting the rep where Bites kind of started it and left.
Yeah,
Like,
so this is
a pyramid here, but I think that we're going to see a lot come out of Bites really quickly. So we're going to see a lot of just like points really go up quickly for Bites here, between like the 2-point goals as well as just a few collectibles, because Bites still has not gotten Winter Maze.
Yeah, I see your point, but at the end of the day, that's only 3 points, and Bites is down 6 now. And I
Well,
think
you forget about Rise. That's 5.
As Bites started Rise, I haven't been paying that much attention.
Probably not, but I mean, it's quick enough to
think
go
so.
for once he gets over there, if he decides to commit fully to pyramid.
Yeah,
like
but that's still another time commitment. So this is kind of what I was saying earlier about this board, is that pyramid, it was really good late game, but committing it too early, you just give up on too many collectibles. Like, sure, there's a lot in pyramid, but it's all slow, and while there's so many collectibles on the board, you just end up losing too many points, and that's what we kind of see here with Bites at this deficit.
The question is Supersonic gonna have enough left? Because it's kind of tricky. Yeah, Bites could be looking to block the right bingo, but at the same time, Bites has established that he's in pyramid, so I don't think Supersonic's even thinking about it right now. Yeah, the bingo's a hard bait. There's no really threat there, especially considering again, Supersonic knows where Bites is, at least where Bites was.
I think in general, bingos are kind of like, unless it's like a very immediate real threat, like if you try and play too much around them, it could kind of like make you prioritize things that really will end up not mattering.
Realistically, with the 4 rep that Bites is going to get, there's only 1 bingo left on the entire board, which is Unlock Rise, Versum Taiga, and Maul, the Shine Autumn. So we're really probably not going to see a bingo here aside from that top right one. Like,
I mean, that is a possibility. Or
I
actually,
don't see it happening. I don't see row 4 happening.
It would be it's not impossible, but yeah, definitely not the most likely outcome.
Supersonic's about to get the 107 rep in Millennium. There's the 148 from Bites. So now Bites, the question is, does he stay in pyramid or does he leave? Because honestly, could go either way. I would probably leave here and then come back, because I think that Supersonic might think he's committing.
Yeah, I mean, he has to leave now. It is kind of like a sunk cost fallacy. Like, at this point, do you just stay and finish it? But Sonic's already gonna have head start in the mall, which is like the last area that hasn't really been touched by either player. I'm assuming that's where
Bites has to go
is
there
gonna
to
go as
try and
well.
block
Yeah.
his collectibles.
At least try and split them. Like, but I don't know. Either way, there's just such a hole for Bites to try and get himself out of.
Not impossible, but it's going to be tricky. You have to basically block as much as you can in Mall here as Bites, and then just get everything in Pyramid for Supersonic. If you can block enough in Mall, Bites might actually be in a better spot here, but the question is, can he block enough in Mall for this to be worth it?
Sonic is doing sprays, which I don't know how hard you'll commit to it, but I think right now, like, It's,
If he
it
gets the
should
50 tricks
be.
reward, he kind of has to, which
I mean,
Bites is
he
avoiding.
I mean, he doesn't though. He only needs 3 points, and there's like so many squares still left on the board. And it should be obvious right now that these mall collectibles are like kind of a race right now. It's like if Bites doesn't at least split him, he just loses on the spot. And I think both players should be having that read. So I think taking the time to do these sprays is kind of a mistake.
Bites is going probably for that center top floor secret room.
Yeah, so Bites is going to get these 2 collectibles that Sonic kind of just let him get because Sonic was deciding to prioritize sprays for 1 reward. So that is definitely letting the lead slip a little bit. Is it enough of a slip though? Because Sonic's lead is so significant.
Again, if Bites can get enough in Mall, it'll be a threat. The question is, can he do it? There's Shine Autumn.
The thing is, 12 points. Once you start getting into the teens, it's like really, you just have so many options on the board.
Well, Bites is at 8. If Bites can get to theater billboards first, then he basically blocks Supersonic out of Mall.
That is true, but like even then, he would need both Rise and Devil Theory and something else. So I mean, he could go to Pyramid and like rush all that if he gets this last collectible. But if Sonic just goes in there and snipes 1, then
It also looks like Bites is committing to try and get the sprays to try to get the 50 trick combo, which isn't gonna pan out.
Yeah, that's I don't know why either player is even considering this square right now. This would be the absolute bottom of my priority list out of all these remaining
Supersonic had the right idea, but just played out of order. The real thing is, yeah, Supersonic's problem. It looks like he's trying or was trying to do a 50 trick combo into the theater billboards, which would have been a very good play if possible, but it doesn't look like it's happening. It just doesn't look like he got enough speed off the zip.
Yeah, that would have been a really sick play.
No, he's just going for the combo at this point. He'll do it after, presumably. White's trying to get there first now. Looks like he's probably, yeah, it looks like he's going to.
Bites gets it.
Unless
so
Supersonic hits something nasty. Yeah, there we go. So now, unfortunately for Supersonic, Bites is clawing this back. But Supersonic does have a couple other options because as Bites, you kind of have to still do the stuff in Pyramid. You still have 3 things left to get in Pyramid. It adds up to a total of, what, 5 points?
Yeah.
And then you still have to block. Realistically, Bites could actually do well here, assuming he can block Supersonic on the other collectibles. That's really the play here. Which it looks like, ooh, Bites getting the Void out. Okay. Sonic goes Pyramid and wins. That's true. Because if Sonic just gets... Realistically, Rise is probably the quickest, but either way, it's a 50-50 that doesn't really end well for Bites. Because either way, like it's a hard commit there.
I mean, yeah, I don't think there's a path for Bites here. If Sonic just gets one of these 2-pointers, he wins.
Yeah, Pyramid was good, but it was not the early play. You're absolutely right. There was a lot
that was
of
a big bait.
but unfortunate for Bites that he went there first. So Bites of the taxi. I thought he unlocked the taxi, but I guess not. He was up there, like where the taxi was. So, all right.
I didn't see.
We're gonna see Rise start. The question is, does Bites get the read?
I mean, Bites would have to race to Rise right now and then do it faster than Sonic is, even though Sonic is about to be finishing up step 2. Yeah, there we go. It'd be tricky as Rise is kind of skating around there to get those photos, but yeah, this is game. The early Pyramid kind of sealing Bites' fate here.
Bites is gonna go for Rise. Question is, can he get it fast enough? I don't.
I would be floored.
Yeah,
I think it's a crazier comeback than the Matan comeback that he almost.
It's another
had
execution thing. The question is, can Supersonic execute hard enough and have the knowledge? But I don't think that's an issue.
I mean, Sonic kind of was pretty slow to hit that trigger there.
Gets the text from Rise. Can Bites do the trigger faster? Gets the trigger. Sonic photo storage full.
That'd be a crazy way to lose this game.
Bytes has
I
to
don't know.
perfectly read Supersonic here, which is going to be extremely tricky considering how much is open. Yeah, you basically
Yeah,
walk
Sonic
over
actually
it.
isn't really doing this that optimally. Like, so Bytes does have an opportunity to snipe
Supersonic
this
again, I
goal.
think, is tunneling on the finish, which I don't know that it's going to happen. Bytes is clawing this back. Might be.
This actually will come down the line.
Finish line.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Uh-oh, swim fly.
Get that defended for Supersonic.
Uh-oh, okay,
And
well let's...
Does Bytes know the jump though? Is there like a fast jump to get there faster? Oh, looks like they're both
Oh
about
my
the same
God.
pace. Holy crap.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It'll be so close.
Bytes did get it.
Bytes got it first. Oh my god. It literally came down to spray speed.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sonic's gotta be upset with that. I mean, Sonic's
That's
still in a great
nuts.
position here.
Yeah, it's just
It's,
really.
I mean, it's gonna be a double three. Oh my god, if Sonic loses the double three race. Bytes already starting it.
Still going. Supersonic's still going for just the win here with the one square. This is crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Question is who finishes the score battle first? Oh my god.
He started. It doesn't look like Bytes necessarily has a route. It looks like he's
Bytes
just
does not have a route,
freestyling.
and Supersonic's about to get a bunch of free combo up here. Remote.
Yeah, falling right away was definitely like those corners are so fast up there. So Bytes doesn't. I don't think Bytes has a route. Looks like Sonic has somewhat of a route, concepts of a plan, you might say.
It really just became anyone's game though.
Yeah, this is all of a sudden looking for something that I would have put at like less than 1% chance of happening to now I don't know.
I do think that it looks like Supersonic's got the better route, but Bytes also is gonna be. I don't know. I think Bytes is saving some of the stuff for later, so we might see something crazy come out of Bytes, but I don't know. Bytes is not known to be a
Sonic
score
did pull ahead
battler,
and
but I think
score.
Supersonic might.
By a good amount. Yeah, unfortunately I think Bytes' route here is just not good enough.
Yeah, Bytes has kind of cornered himself over here.
Yeah,
don't
this is
agree
kind of
with where
like
location
this isn't a
was,
good area to go
was
to.
closed.
I think like the corkscrew corners, there's so many up there, and then those other rail corners, like just falling right away was just like
Really,
I don't think
unfortunate,
Bytes
I agree.
realized just how much score 5 million is. Maybe thinking he could get that just from all those corners, kind of like where that score battle 2 starts.
Yeah, Supersonic's got this in the bag.
Yeah,
Already
that'll
at
be
12
game.
minutes
But
in
wow,
that game.
what an
That
interesting
snipe was
finish to a
disgusting.
game.
There it is. GG.
Yeah, and that'll be the 2-0, right? I believe.
Yeah, that's
So we won't
2-0.
see a third game, which I am actually pretty upset about because
This was
pretty
really
amazing
close.
series.
Surprisingly close considering Bytes' choice there. And then just
Yeah.
the first game having
I mean,
two
the first game,
insanely
that's an
close
all-timer.
rep battle two insanely close rep battles was nuts. This was,
That was,
really interesting to watch, and honestly, very good execution by both players for the most part. Bytes had a little bit of a routing problem in this last one, but oh my god.
Yeah, definitely way more interesting than it had any right to be, given the huge score lead. But Sonic pulling it out. So the extra bingo practice really paying off. Sonic kind of showing himself as a real contender in this tournament.
You get post-round interviews. Doesn't look like it from Bytes.
I mean, Bytes has to be upset, but I don't think Bytes could be too upset because almost pulling off that game 1 win. And then I'm sure Bytes is kicking himself for committing to periods a little early. And to almost come back and win, I know Bytes is thinking, man, if I just did not go pyramid so early, I could have had that game in the bag. So a lot to reflect on for Bytes. Definitely think that was a big learning experience for him in terms of like future matches. Like that's not a mistake Bytes is gonna make in any future match. I could say that.
Yeah,
almost
definitely.
for certain. So yeah,
We're all really close despite being a 2-0 series. Like every
that was
game was
definitely closer than the game count would lead you to believe. Sonic grabbing the maze collectible just for some extra swag. A little victory lap. So yeah, not sure if we're gonna hop into post-game interviews or if we're just gonna kind of send it out. But either way, great series. Really glad that I was able to be on commentary with you, Swimfly, for that one.
Same here. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a really fun one to commentate.
Oh yeah.
Sonic,
Hello.
how are you
GGs.
feeling
Oh my
after
god.
a very hard-fought 2-0 victory?
I still can't believe it. That first match was something.
The first match, we were saying it was
literally-
probably the best game of the season so far.
Yeah, that came down to just like the last few goals, which was crazy, and how close they were.
Yeah.
Those rep goals were crazy. They both came down to like almost what, like 20-ish.
The brink one came down to 2 rep, and then the
Yeah.
Baton one was about 30, but it was still a pretty close one. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was insane. That was definitely.
It literally came down to that fall. You sprayed the final spray
Yeah.
at the same time, and he skipped the cutscene faster. That was
Yeah.
nuts.
And that very last double theory, you actually started the challenge 10 seconds behind him, but just had a better score battle route.
Yeah, Bites fell off of like the upper area, which has all that molt you were able to collect quickly. So you finished, despite entering like 10 seconds later, like Story said, you finished with like 2.5 mil over Bites at the end, which was
Yeah.
again really crazy.
That was like something I developed recently because after doing like the final, like going up the spiral, I used to take the half pipes, but I saw that was too slow, so I just dropped down immediately to the multipliers below. And I was like, okay, I can just do boost tricks while in this. I know they reset on rails, so I just kept going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that paid off.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to win, honestly. Bites was like such a formidable opponent. So
The first match was really close, like just score-wise, and then we think that Bites got a little bit too locked into Pyramid at first, where you went for collectibles, which was the right play, because there was a lot of quick stuff, like Story pointed out, Matan was really valuable early on. I'm less familiar, so I did not say anything, but completely just trusted Story on that. He was right.
As I always am. Yeah, I'm trying to. What a crazy series.
It was a bit of competition in Bursum, which was cool to see too. At the
Yeah, the
start of
Bursum
this
race
match, and then
at
the
the start was
complete
also very
separation.
cool.
yeah, I kind of forgot where the shirt was for red. I was like, wait, is
Yeah.
it this one? Is it this one? No, wait,
Oh, yeah,
the
you're
last
thinking it's
last
the wall
spot I
runner.
checked. Yeah, I
We'll
see it all the
get-
time in 90%. I just forgot where it is.
Just blame Shovel for the clues, bad clues on the squares right there.
Nah, there isn't much you can do about that one. I don't blame Claus for that one.
Oh no, you could blame Claus for all of them.
You did
don't
get a
worry.
faster Milky Way than Bites though, which helped you a lot in Bursum, because otherwise, because Bites immediately grabbed Death Boogie in the train cubby, and then probably would have beaten you to the quad billboards, but you did get that better Milky Way. You got the perfect Milky Way instantly to get in, which was really cool.
Hmm.
And yeah, you just had a better route.
Yeah. So I guess that's just me 1-0, and now I have 2 matches back to back ahead of me.
in for quite the gauntlet.
Yeah, but you
Mhm.
proved yourself today by far. Like that was
Who are your
impressive run.
who are going to be your opponents for the next 2?
I know I have a pending match with Shovel, and I don't know which one will be like the supposed third one.
Okay. Definitely looking forward to that series versus Shovel. Yeah, Sin Dark Vayne, that will be an insane match. Sin Dark, arguably the favorite coming to this tournament if you ignore me. And then Vayne, very, very
Okay.
obviously good BRC player. I don't know how much Bingo Vane's been playing, but even without a lot of maybe Bingo reps, I would still definitely expect a lot from Vane from that match. So that will be very interesting. That will be on the 15th at 7 p.m.
So
Is
we'll see
that
that's on Tuesday? So we'll see that Tuesday. There could be other matches scheduled between now and then, I believe. So keep an eye out. But that is the first one that we have confirmed coming up.
yeah? So stay tuned for more Bingo.
Two round one winners versing on Tuesday ought to be very exciting. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This was a very fun match to commentate and watch.
You wanna take it away, Shovel? Close this out.